Hello YouTube, this is going to be my Dale's Everything Explained Palworld Hardcore. Just mainly for the early game, but we might go farther, depending on how the series does. Right, first we'll create a new world, name it Hardcore, Galapagos Islands, confirm. Move this to just Hardcore. So Hardcore is pals with 0 HP or last forever, no revivals, and players who die cannot look back. Excellent. One life for everything. Okay. I'm gonna go. This is gonna be Dale. Oop. Dale. Confirm. And seems fine. Hair. Gonna be bald, of course. That's good. Voice. We don't want to listen to a man grunt all the time, so we'll make it woman voices and start the game. Fantastic. So we get the opening cutscene. You can skip it by holding Y, and we log in. So first we see this big doorway. Of course we want to go over there, but nope, we want to turn around and go down these stairs. Running down these stairs, we see that there's a blue thing in the distance. Okay, what is that? Well, that's some lore, and it gives us some experience. So I'm going to pick it up. Note for another adventure. Check the journey screen if we want. And then we turn around. Oh, we see a chest. Nice, nice. What's in here? Random. We got 2 frag grenades. We got a small parcel. Well, that's a little. And we got some gold. Nice. Frag grenades are a little overkill for this stage of the game, to be completely fair. We walk out here into the windswept island, and we see that there is a big exclamation point in this. So the grenade auto-equipped. I'm gonna press Y to switch to my fists again, so I don't accidentally throw a grenade. To unlock fast travel, press X. And you got 1 tech point and a fast travel thing. Excellent. And we're also level 2. To level up, I'm pressing the start button on my Xbox controller. And I'm pushing down the right stick to go to enhance stats. Enhanced stats is over here. I was using a mouse, so I would just click this. And then I want to, the first level I want work speed up because everything's really slow if I don't do that. I'm going to click OK. Excellent. And then we'll go talk to this person. As the tutorial is telling us to. With X, shipwreck, blah blah blah. We'll hold Y to skip. We'll get a black screen. Bring some water. Some more lore. They've installed a survival guide. She's installed a survival guide for us. We open the menu with the start key and go over to options. Open up the survival guide. Now this technically explains the whole game, I think. But no one's got time to read that. So, tutorial tells us to pick up some fallen branches. Alright. We'll pick up these branches as well. Whoop, whoop. Now it wants us to build stuff, but we're not gonna do that. Just gonna run down here. We see that there's a waterfall, that there's a gate over here, there's a chest, and another bit of lore. Excellent. Open up the chest. Oh my god, more frag grenade. Another frag grenade. Holy, that's crazy. Alrighty. We get to look out on the scenery. We can go to all of those places, even the tree. Jump off this cliff into the water. There is fall damage. Excellent. There's a random fruit here, which can teach us. Oh, in your inventory, just press the start button. We can use this to teach a pal stuff. We're not going to use that at the moment, but that's a very kind of rare drop we get. Open this, pick up a rock, pick up another this, pick up another rock. Alright, now go to the build menu, which is the up on the D-pad, and we'll make a crafting and repair bench. I'm just going to throw it down in the middle of this first clearing. I'm going to throw it over here. Right here. And then press X to build. So usually you have to press down and hold the build button to build. We can go over to options and then options and options, which is horrible. Go to game settings, go down, go to controller pad, and go to single button press for hold interactions and turn this on. This allows us to, when I press X and off the thing, it'll just build instead of having to hold down the button. Excellent. Now it wants us to build a stone axe and a stone pickaxe. We need a little bit more stone. If there's no stones on the ground, there's one over there, but we can just punch this stone and then punch it. Punch this rock, and it'll eventually get us some stone. Excellent. Go over here, and since we have we'll build a stone pickaxe since we have less wood. Start production. Hands off. One click, and acquire, and it'll auto equip to our back. So we can press. I'm pressing Y to cycle through. I'm actually going to take off frag grenades because I don't want to accidentally throw one currently. They're not needed. So now we have the pickaxe, which means we can very easily mine a bunch of stone. Instead of 3 hits, it's 1 hit. I'm just going to get a bunch of it here. Gonna run our stamina to 0. So we can't do it anymore. Then run back to our workbench. Make our stone axe, start production, and work. Hands off. Fire. We have our stone axe as well. Auto equipped. Amazing. The tutorial now wants us to press start and go over to that technology tab. And we're going to unlock a PAL box. We're going to unlock the PAL sphere. Unlock the campfire. We're going to unlock the wooden chest. We're going to unlock the repair bench. And we're going to unlock structures. And that should be all our technology points. Now it wants us to mine these blue nodes on the map for palladium. We need a fair amount of them, so we're just going to mine all of them before we do anything. There's 5. There's 2 on that side of the river, and 2 on this side of the river, and 3 on this side of the river. And okay. Running out of stamina in the water is dangerous. I guess I should show. I'll show that. I'll show what happens when you run out of stamina in the water. So when you run out of stamina in the water, whoop, start taking a lot of damage per second. Then you have to find a place in the water to stand up, like here's in the shallows, and you can regain your stamina again. If you run out of stamina in the middle of the ocean, you just die. If that ever happens to you, you can actually go to options, emergency respawn, click it, and click this button, and you'll emergency respawn. I'll show that a little later. We need to do it. So now the tutorial wants us to make a pal sphere. We will make the max amount. I press Y on my keyboard. Make amount minus. Let's make 23 of them. Start, and then this is where doing like not having to hold down the button is really nice. We're actually going to just grab 4 and then attack wild, pal, legal it, and capture it by throwing a pal sphere at it. Alright, we can do that. We're going to use our pickaxe to attack this Cativa. Bonk. And then I'm holding, oh gosh, where's that cat? And I'm holding my right trigger button to throw the sphere, to aim and throw the sphere. Oh, come back. I'm gonna catch a second one. Ah. So now press the left button to summon it. It'll fight for you. And throw the pal sphere to catch it again. Excellent. We've got 2 Cativas so far. And now we want to place a pal box. So now this pal will start working on this while we're doing other things. So if it's active and out, we need some wood. So we take out our axe, go chop this tree down. Hi. Okay, so our PAL box, it has, see those blue lines way off in the distance on that cliff? That's the lines for where our pals will be influenced, or our pals can collect. So we want to collect it to be on all of these rocks, all of these trees. We want it to be on both those palladium nodes and the ones across the way. I'm gonna stick it here and kind of run over here. It's kind of on, right, we got all these trees. That's kind of technically in, I think. That stone technically in. Got this tree. We have, that tree might be in. We have these trees. We have those trees. We have these trees. We have all these rocks. And we're hitting some of these. I wish I had kept these a lot. Palladium nodes alive so I could see them. I'm going to move it a little bit over. So I think we have a little bit of space. We're just going to build it here. You technically want to get those 2 palladium nodes that I mined in your pal sphere as well. So you'll have 4 in your pal sphere. Alright, we're going to build. Arcativa will help us build, so we got it first. And then we can open it up with X and and we're going to look at Arcativa's stats. So we have a heavyweight and we have a coward, and this one has heated bodies. We don't have any like work related Kativa things, so we're just gonna keep the highest level POW on in our team. Also, the Kativas as a partner skill of Cat Helper over on the uh, right side of the screen. While in the party, Kativa is helps carry supplies, increasing the player's max carrying capacity by 100, which is like putting 2 stat points into weight, which is great. Again, we're going to put it into work speed for this level. Fantastic. And it also wants us, it has like a red outline over on the right side, which pals without beds will get stressed. Okay. We go to technology. We want to unlock the old bow. We want to unlock arrows. We want to unlock the shoddy bed, and we want to unlock the straw pal bed. We're not going to unlock the stone spear at this point, because we have good enough weapons so far. So, also wants to fill our belly. We haven't picked up any. We have picked up some berries, so we can feed ourselves berries. We got the berries from catching the Kativas. I'm gonna go over here, pick up some more of these. And I know we're gonna need a lot of wood. So right now we want to build a bunch of straw pile beds. So we need wood and fiber, which both come from trees. And we don't have any pals doing that for us right now, so we're just chopping down. And work speed really helps with this. Right now we're doing it twice as fast as we would have if we didn't put those points into it. I'm going to cut down 3 trees. 2... maybe 4 trees. Alright, we got 3 trees cut down. Now where we want to put our pallet beds. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just gonna stick them in the middle of this clearing. And right now it's like enemy and it's very like willy-nilly. If you hold the right trigger, it'll lock. And then instead of pressing X to build, I'm going to press Y to build continuously, so I can build multiples at the same time. So Y, and notice if I have this going and I place so I'm holding right click and it's kind of aligning to the other one, which is nice, but it's not like snapping into place. I'm aligning the edge of the kind of outline of where I'm going to put it on the edge, and it's not snapping. To make it snap, you put your cursor on the edge of where you want it to snap. And you can rotate it with left or right button trigger. So I'm gonna build one, and then build another one, and then build another one. Great. And this guy will build them for us while we do other things. So we have plenty of pal spheres acquired. We want to build some more pal spheres. Start. Excellent. And then our Lambel will do that for us. Our Kativa will do that for us. Also, if we look at this, it wants us to build a primitive work dance. We've done that. Deploy pals to base. We've done that. And build a wooden chest. If we build a wooden chest, we can deploy a second pal. Storage, wooden chest. We want to put this chest close to these stone nodes. I'm going to put it right about here. So it's easy for them to take stuff to it and build. And then we can go into chest settings I'm going to uncheck everything. We want this to collect wood, stone, ores, PAL materials, ingots, protection goods, other materials, and that's it. So that's everything that we'll be able, our pals and us will be able to put into this chest from now on. We leveled up to level 4. Now we're going to put our points into 1 point into stamina because we increased, so we doubled our work speed, and now we got 10% more stamina, which means we can do a lot more. And since we've completed all of our PAL box stuff, we will now upgrade our base. Now it wants us to make a campfire. Fantastic. I'm going to build a campfire over here. Food, campfire, build a campfire. Okay. And then what else does it want us to do? This is to build a shoddy bed. Alright, infrastructure, shoddy bed. So we need wool, we need fiber. Alright, we don't have any ways to get wool. And if we hit trees or rocks, we don't get wool. But our next thing on our to-do list for the tutorial is to capture a lamb ball, which are these things over here. It's actually captured 3 of them. We're going to go do that. Whoop. And we're going to have our Kativa fight for us. Bonk. Oh, it killed it. That's not what we wanted. So we're actually going to unsummon this. And we're going to have it. We're going to put our other Kativa into our PAL box. So it'll start mining and doing stuff for us. Okay, great. I'm gonna catch our land ball. I don't know why it's attacking us. I guess it aggroed. Fantastic. So we got 1 land ball. And I'm also holding, so when I'm walking, just walk normally, then you can press down left stick to run. That one's dead. Fight this land ball until it gets low. Hold. Hit it in the middle. Get a crit. Excellent. Pick up some berries. Attack this land ball. Hold down it. Go there. Fantastic. So it only wants to capture us to capture 3 land balls. But if we capture 5, we get some. See, there's like a 3 of 5 caught. Over on that side, we get XP rewards and other rewards for catching 5 of the same PAL. That's what we're going to do. Excellent. We caught 5 of them. And they gave us wool, and land mutton, and a lot of other cool stuff. Now our team is full of lambs, which we don't really want at this point. Since we are hardcore, I'm gonna run over here. And for our Kativas to put stuff into the chest, it has to have at least 1 of it in it at a time. I'm gonna deposit 1 of all of So I deposited wood, stone, fiber, there's wool, there's palladium as well. Excellent. So they should deposit into this chest. All that stuff. So do we have anything that really helps us here? I don't think so. Burly body is the best one, so we'll just keep this with us. They're just saved in the PAL box. Our tutorial wants us to do some stuff. So we'll unlock common shield, we'll unlock cloth, outfit, we'll unlock cloth, we'll unlock the feed box as well. So now it wants us to make a cloth outfit. Go over here. It takes cloth and fiber, 2 cloth and fiber. To make cloth, we need 2 wool. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to make 2 wool. Boop. We can bring out a lamb, have it even make wool out of its own stuff. It sees we're hungry, so we can press, go to this and eat. I press the Y button and then feed myself. We're also kind of freezing to death. That's why we're trying to get our cloth outfit as quickly as possible. We need fiber. We have enough fiber. Run over here. Select recipe. Cloth outfit. Start production. Cloth outfit will give us a little bit of cold resistance, so we stop freezing to death. Hooray! Now we also want a shield, and we have not unlocked the we'll unlock the normal parachute at the next level. I'm going to also build a feed box right next to our fire. I'll face it toward our work area. Boop, build. Excellent. There's a Teofont right here. I'm going to catch it, since I know it has a good passive. Excellent. Remember, when we catch 1 pal, we want to catch 5 of the same pals. Bonk. Excellent. Oh. It is going to die to one of our pals. Oh gosh. Great. Got another one. To switch between your pals, you use the D-pad, left or right. So right now, I want to be on the Teofant, and I see that there's a daydream over here. We didn't see any daydreams during the day, because they only spawn at night. So spawn the Teofant, because it most likely has a ranged move. I'm not going to check, but I'm going to attack this daydream. And then try to capture it. Oh, our Teofant died. You can also dodge with B. Our Teofant's gonna die again. Oh, we're gonna die. Oh no. Try not to die. Great. We're able to catch this daydream. It's awesome. Even though our daydream isn't our main pal, it's still with us because go to party. It has Dream Chaser, While in party, it appears near the players, and then attacks hostiles with dark magic bullets, and these bullets will not reduce the target health below 1, which really helps us capture pals easier. It's a DPS pal, which is great. And if we look at our Teophant, while in party, restores 20% of the player's health when health falls below 30%. And I have unused stat points. So I will put stats into, I'm going to put 1 into health right now. Excellent. Now, we don't want to keep chopping wood. We also need running low on palladium. Run down the hill. There's a pal sphere on the ground. Gonna pick it up. Grab this. If we go across here, if I remember correctly, there is a chest over in this direction that spawns near the cliff, I think. Maybe it's the other cliff. Right, I'm gonna run down here. Off. And here's a pupper eye. So they're running away from us, which is not what we want. If we had a bow, we could like shoot them and aggro them. We're just gonna have to run toward these guys because they're holding a stick in their mouth, and maybe they can chop wood. Hiya! So it attacked us. So now our Daedrium will attack it. Oh gosh. Okay. Pretty good chance to take it. We will pick it up. We have 1 more slot, so we're going in our party, so we're going to pick up the Gumgross. And this pupper eye, because we want to pick up 5 of them. Bonk. Here's a Mammorast. It's level 38. Do not attack it, or you will die. Unless you are a god and want to like kite for the next 10 minutes or so. Come back, please. Pupper eye, come back. I'm picking up stones and wood as I'm headed toward my next direction. So here's another eagle statue. Excellent. We will unlock it, get to the tech point, and we'll unlock fast travel. So if we fast travel, it brings us to a map that's very zoomed out. If you press Y, it'll snap you to your base, then press A to fast travel, A twice to fast travel to it. And it'll travel right back up the hill. Excellent. So, now we have a Lamb Ball, which when activated becomes a shield. Doesn't really do much for us. Teophant helps us when we get low. The Pupper Eye gives us melee damage, and the Gumgross helps us get more wood. So all of these are okay to have in our party. We want Zucativa has a handiwork, a gathering, a mining, and a transport skill, as you can see over there on its side. The Pupper Eye has a gathering, woodcutting, and transport skill. And this one is, so this one's a pacifist, which gives us -20 attack, which is not good. This one's conceited, which gives it 10% work speed and 10% defense. And this one is a workaholic, So the sanity drops 50% slower, and a glutton, its hunger is faster. So we want to actually put the conceited one for the work speed on there, and we'll put I'll actually take a cat out for the extra carrying capacity. Excellent. So our current base missions are build a shoddy bed. Okay, let's try to build a shoddy bed. We need fiber. Have you got enough fiber? Maybe a little bit. Great, you got us enough fiber. We didn't have to do it ourselves. We need one more fiber. Oh. Also, our weapon is damaged. So we can go to production and build a repair bench. I'm going to stick the repair bench right over here. Right next to this. So I'm holding right trigger. It's snapping. Snap to this edge. Click build. And then we can just build here. We can summon our lamb ball to help us build. So it goes quicker. Excellent. Item management. We can go over here and then click the repair button, which is a start key, and we want to repair our pick as well. Did you drop another fiber? You did. And pick up a little bit more wood. Okay. Want to build a bed. Have to build it indoors on a foundation with a roof. Alright, so we can't actually build it right now, but so with foundations, wood foundation, we're going to stick a wood foundation here, and next we're going to place a window over here. So see, if I take this and kind of align it like here, it's not snapping, but if I put it on the edge, it'll snap. And then next we need a roof finally, so it'll snap to this edge. Boop. Fantastic. This counts as indoors. Go to infrastructure, build a shoddy bed. Do we want our bed facing that direction? It doesn't really matter. Build it. Get our cats and lambs to help us build. Fantastic. Now we've completed all of the base missions, so go over here. Go to the base upgrade, which is Y. Upgrade our base. And then we've also built a feed box and a straw pal bed, so we'll upgrade again. Fantastic. Now go to the management. We can put 4 in. So we want a puppy, and we want another cat currently to gather resources for us. Fantastic. So we go over here. Whoop. If you're ever just in the middle and you want to put all of these resources into the chest within your base, you can hit right trigger when you're in this menu. It'll take you to easy bulk storage, click stow, and then you just hit yes, and it takes all of the items inside your inventory and places them into the respective chests. So we can see that our pals seem hungry. So we're going to put some food into the feed box. I'm actually going to put some lamb mutton in there, which is kind of crazy, but that's what we're going to do. So our tutorial wants us to equip a common shield and a parachute. shield needs wood, fiber, palladium fragments. So we see that this guy is chopping wood over here. We can go pick it up. We don't see any more. Oh, this guy's chopping wood. Alright, picking it up. We're also going to pick up some more berries. Chopping wood. See that we are hungry, so we're going to eat some berries. Chop. Choppity choppity chop. Chopping the tree. Excellent. Also, if we look at our party, the gun gross improves all logging efficiency by 30% and reduces weight of all types of wood by 40% while it's in the party, which is awesome. So we're getting a much better return on investment in our stuff. So now since we wants us to make a common shield, we can do that. Start production. Alana's going to come over here and help us. Done. Pick up. It auto equips. And now we're almost level 6. So we're actually going to take our highest level. We're going to take Puppy for melee damage, and we're going to fast travel down here to go get experience so we don't have to run back down the hill. How many Pal Spheres do we have left? We have 8. Okay, that's enough for our current needs. So, there's a new Pal I haven't seen before. It's the Pangolin. We're going to go catch it. Hello. Bonk. 55% chance, 66% chance. Alright, we got it. Exit, we got the Pangolin. There's some people to talk to, and there's a random effigy down here. Talk to the farmer, gives, we get to help people in need, amazing, and then we pick this up. We'll talk about this effigy a little bit later. Pick that up. Then we can run through that archway over here. So we don't have a parachute yet. I'm not going to hop up onto that cliff. Continue running. We have unused stat points. Since we did level up right now, we're going to put it into stamina. So we can run for longer. We come out to this big open field where there's a bunch of different pets. We want to look for Clovies first. Bonk. I want to catch. Oh gosh, we have a bunch of Clovies attacking us. We just run sideways. We should be able to. Oh. We can catch up to 5 without getting any diminishing returns. Oh. Excellent. Here we found a Mega Sphere. This is a much better sphere than usual. We'll hold that off for another thing. Those are Dire Houser level 10, which aren't quite terrifying. There's also a Herbal over here. See if we can catch it. Run it down. Come back. 80%, 89% chance. Come on. Okay. Got the herbal. And there's this big tower thing over here. With a fast travel point next to it. We're going to grab travel point. Before I go back, I want to pick up one of those Firefox pets. Should be around here somewhere. I'm also going to pick up a Croca, just because I don't have one yet. Excellent. Actually going to save my pal spheres until I find a... that's a weak dire howl. Maybe we can... oh gosh. Catch it. 40% chance. We want to catch one of those fox parks. Oop. We anger the dire howls. That's... oh, bother. We actually angered this guy. Oh gosh, it's coming up. Oh no. Summon this. Oh bother. Dodge. Lammy, no. We're actually going to reset. Gonna reset the instance. Oh gosh. Get over here. Back to base. Reset real quick. Okay, that's scary. So now if we go into our PAL box, we've got a herbal, which while in party, herbal uses healing powers to restore 3% of the player's max health when incapacitated. It means when the player is incapacitated. So we're actually going to put it into our team. So when we die, we get revived, which is awesome. So we have two things protecting us. We have a herbal, we have a Tiefend protecting us. And now we also have Croca, which allows us to jump really high in the air. Climbing on top will allow us to jump high in the air and come down with increased attack. So, technology, it wants us to, the base monitor wants us to build a PAL gear workshop and build a berry plantation. Hey Johnny, I'll hydrate for you. 1 second. Here you go. Oh, nice. Oh gosh. Okay. We are going to build. So we're going to go to our technology tree and unlock berry plantations, the ranch, the normal parachute, and the PAL gear workshop. Fantastic. So, the berry plantation will allow our pals to grow food for themselves. We're going to stick it right next to... I like sticking them right about here. Actually, we're going to cancel this. We want it facing. We want the arrow facing the food box, because that's exactly where it's going to go. We can build. We're going to let our pals build stuff and go do other things. I also want a pal gear workshop, which is over here and needs 2 cloth. Can we make any cloth? We can. We can make 1. Oh, we can make 3 cloth. We're going to start production on that. And I know we need 1 more cloth for the parachute, so I'm going to go kill a Lambo. Hello. And 1 tap. Great. Run back over here. Help complete the cloth. And then make another cloth. Start. Excellent. Now I'm going to make the POW workbench. I'm going to put it right next to the repair bench over here on this side. Grab this cloth. And now we can make a normal parachute. We'll take 10 wood and 2 cloth. Start production. And while we're doing multiple things at the same time, which is nice. Great, we got a parachute. And if we jump and then press A, so jump with A, press A, start flying. And that gave us a little bit of extra stuff. Now we can finish building this. Fantastic. We can upgrade our PAL box again. Upgrade PAL box. Base upgrade. Amazing. So, since we have a bear lake plantation, it requires suitable, and there's a leaf icon, which is grow thing. We have a suitable thing. So, Gumos can technically work, but it only has a grow tag. That's why we wanted the Clovey. So it has a planting tag and a gathering tag, and it also has Happy Clover. While at base, increases the gathering work suitability level of all load POWs by 1. If we look at Cativa and Pupperai, they both have 1 gathering proficiency at this moment. But if we put a Clovey in here, it bumps them all up to 2, which is awesome. Also, I know that we need a watering proficiency after they're planted to continue to grow berries, so after this there's watering phase, which we need a watering, which the Pangolin will do. The Pangolin is great for this job because he has the watering proficiency and the transport proficiency, so when he's not watering, he'll be transporting stuff for our Pupperai is chopping wood and our Cativa is mining. I'm actually going to put another Pupperai out just so he's continuing to mine. That'll change a little bit into the future. It's over there. Fantastic. Great. So now if we go to the Croak and summon him and then press X. Oh. And sleep stance. Let's shoot up in the air, and we can glide down. It's pretty sweet, all things considered. So we have stuff we don't want. We're gonna stow, yes. And we only have 4 beds, but we have 5 pals out, so I want to make another bed before we leave. Infrastructure, bed. Put it over here. Excellent. I'll just have them build it. I'll just help them build it. Just so we're a little bit ready, and we know we're going away. We're gonna shove that there. We'll build another one, and we're gonna teleport back to. We can fast travel back toward over here. See if the dire howls have left us alone. Oh, we also needed. So we also didn't have any pal spheres left, so I'm gonna make some more before we head out. Go to our workbench, pal spheres, max, chart production. And our Kroka will also help us do this. Ooh, thunder. Exciting. We leveled up. So go to technology. We'll unlock the monitoring stand, logging site, stone pit. And do we want to unlock the bat? I don't really think so. So we need logging site, we need a bunch of wood. Stone pit, we need a bunch of wood and palladium. We need a bunch of wood and palladium. So we don't want to go collect that ourselves, because we want to go out and catch pals and fight and stuff. We're gonna put some more health for our thing. I want to go out and fight. So we want the old bow. So we need wood and fiber and stuff. If we want to collect wood, we'll just put a. Not fighting. We'll put a gumgrass in our party. And go chop down this tree. Go collect all this wood on the ground that's just left out. Fantastic. Oh, is that wood? It is. Alright, there's a bunch of wood on the ground, so we can stow all of it. A bunch of wood and fiber on the ground. Amazing. And we can craft an old bow. Start. And we don't have any arrows, so we'll make 100 of them. I still have enough arrows, and my hands are off my keyboard. I'm not holding anything to work. All of our pals are sleeping soundly. Our pal box. So this respawned. So palladium is over there and over there. And also they'll mine this one. And they won't mine that one. So I'm going to move our pal box over a tad. Disassembly mode. Structures not placed outside of base. Alright, disassemble this, move it a little bit over here. Pal box, pal box, move it a little bit this way. Shove it there, build. Excellent. We didn't lose anything. Oh, we did lose. Okay. Pal, Clovey, Panglet, Sativa, Conceited Pepperai, and this guy. Oh, you can press Y to automatically just put him in. Excellent. Now we have plenty of pal spheres. We are hungry though, so we're going to eat some berries. This doesn't have very much in it, but we can select a recipe, make a lamb kebab, and here, there's a big, blue thing that says start production, but above it is allow transport by pals, which is unchecked currently. So when this is done cooking on the campfire, nothing will happen. We'll have to come over here ourselves, pick it up, and then transfer it into the feed box. We don't want to do that. So we're going to click allow transport by pals and start production. And it'll go slowly until we have, a fire pal. Great. So now we have a bow and arrow. We're much better equipped for stuff, and we're waiting for our we're waiting for palladium fragments to be mined. So this palladium fragment, that palladium node, this palladium node, and that palladium node are all up for grabs. And up. Nope. Inventory stove, yes. So now we can build one of these sites. We're going to build the lumbering mill right over here. So this is an infinite supply of lumber. Oop. Have our pals build that when they get around to it. And we need more palladium. So since we're waiting for them to mine palladium, we're just going to go follow and try to find the settlement. So we're going to go back here. Got some palladium. We have 20 spheres, so we run into any. Oh, I should also grab my daydream as a DPS. Run into any pals we don't have. We should try to catch them. Fast travel. I'm gonna grab my daydream before I head out. Grab my daydream instead of my gumbrose, because gumbrose doesn't do anything when I'm not chopping wood. Fast travel. Notice we're running low on palladium pretty often. And we also need a fire Pokemon to, sorry, fire pal to help us cook stuff when we're away. Also, I'm curious of what's at the top of that cliff now that I have a glider. Whoop. So, get a powerful jump. Oh, it's a fancy chest. Use a sphere, a training manual, and some gold coins. Excellent. So, now we can climb up this stuff since we're not worried about falling, since we have a glider. Cool. So, we can look out over. Oh, we see that there's, if you press the glider before you hit the ground, don't take any fall damage. Great. So we found Vixies. These are very... Oh, important pals. To catch for later. To bring up the reticle, you hold left trigger, and to fire, you hold right trigger. Excellent. Is there another Vixie out and about? Got 3 of them. Need to find one of those fire Pokemon, so I'm just gonna run around over here. So here's a Life Monk. It's pretty good. We don't have any of them. So they do tend to run away. Oh gosh. Which kind of sucks. Stop running away. There's kind of a perfect shot sort of mechanic. Oh gosh. Come on. Please. Yay. Caught a Life Monk. Amazing. A Life Monk. Fire Pokemon aren't going to be in that direction. Oh, there's one. There's one. Fox Parks. If we shoot it, it should aggro onto us. Drag it onto us, we can try to take it. Get in the face. We got it. Nice. You see some more Vixies up there. And we try to catch them. Excellent. Good. Great, I got 5 Pixies and the fire pet. So now we're going to continue on to the settlement. but settlements probably have merchants on them. So before we go in there, I'm going to go into a dungeon. And we're going to the dungeon, I'm going to get more health. Not as squishy. Random cavern. Boss is level 13. That's kind of scary. We'll be fine. In here, in a dungeon, there are lots of little nooks and crannies. So this little flower over here is used for kind of higher tier potions and stuff. They're also sell for quite a bit at merchants. There's a big palladium rock. There's none of these in the overworld. When you're mining it, you get 5 total for the ones in the overworld. Here, you get 40 for about the same amount of work. And we opened one of those. We're also going to pick up all of these cave mushrooms because they sell for a good amount at the merchants. Open up all the chests. Amazing. Open up all the chests. Bring out our bow again. Gonna attack this Fuddler. Dang. Did a lot of damage. I'm gonna unsummon it so it doesn't kill our prey. Oh. Come on, we want to catch it. Come on, Fuddler. We can do it. Hooray. There's a fishing spot. We cannot use it yet. I'm gonna go more exploring. Have our pal out just in case we run into any bad guys. Pick up this cave mushroom. Bring out our pick. Mine some more palladium fragments. Here's some daydreams that we can attempt to catch. All right. Excellent. Got it. We need 3 more. There's 2 more this way. I'm gonna dodge this ball. Ow. This ball isn't doing very much damage. Get that. We do want palladium. We are now out of pal spheres. Except we have 5 megaspheres, which is a lot to have at this point in the character. So if you don't have that amount, that's fine. Maybe make more before coming here. But now we have 2 ways we can go. I'm just going to pick this direction at random because I'm closer to it. Got a cave mushroom. Do we want to jump down there at the moment? We don't. At least I don't. Well, let's do it. Whoop. And hit the glider before I hit the bottom. Picking up the cave mushrooms. Get me out of the water. Get me out of the water. Okay. Here's the boss room. So we're going to take out our frag grenades. I'm gonna blow up these cats. And whoop. And try to catch the big one. And we did catch the boss. Nice. They're doing a lot of damage to us. We don't want to waste oh my gosh, I don't do any damage. Okay, we're just gonna get out of here. We're just gonna pick up the loot. Wow, they're gonna kill Herbie. We don't technically have to kill these, so we're not going to. Okay. We got plenty of loot in here. Amazing. And then we can leave the dungeon. And I'm hungry. Did we pick up any food in there? We did not. But we did pick up a speed remedy. So we're going to press Y to use it and then confirm. Speed remedy increases our stats. And then we got an ancient technique. We get ancient technical manual, which gives us one ancient technology points for free, which is awesome. And now we're going to go head over. Do we not have any food? I do not have any food on me. Alright, well, that's awkward. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Hopefully you can climb up that cliff and aren't stuck in the water and die. Climbing the cliff. Okay. Here, it's like a random event that spawns sometimes. There's a bunch of eggs. So we're gonna pick them all up. Random parcel. Lots of fox parks. There's this random hut thing. We're getting distracted. I'm getting distracted now, but this is day 1 to 2. More lore. Going to head toward the settlement. Hello, settlement. Jump off this. Float down. Get unused stat points. I'm going to put them into stamina because I'm feeling a lack of it. I want more. Talk to this old village chief. Hello. Skip through the dialogue if you haven't done it all yet. Amazing. Once there's a capture Fox Park and unlock the Fox Park harness, there's also a this fast travel thing. There's also this arrogant POW critic we can talk to. If I am chief of the world POW expedition, I came to this region to see Lift Monk, but it got away. You mean the honor to show me a Lift Monk? I can thank you later. This guy wants to see a Lift Monk, which we have caught. So if we bring a Lift Monk, he will give us stuff. There is this guy, POW ecological researcher. Talk to him. He's researching species. talk, and we have recorded 10 species. So he gave us one advanced technical manual, and we've got 16 species so far. So we can go to technical manual, why to use it, and get a point. Then down here is a PAL merchant. So we can buy PALs from him. The only one we want to buy is a dire howl, and we have enough to purchase it. So we are going to buy it. Excellent. Because they're kind of scary to fight at this point in time. Then there is... So, before we talk to the merchant, there is... do we have any food on us? We don't. We're going to go talk to this guy. Talk. This is the guy we wanted to deliver stuff to. And now we're going to go talk to the merchant, see if he's selling stuff we want. Merchant is over here. And if we get hungry, we start dying. If we start starving, we start dying. So we're going to talk to him. First of all, we're going to sell. We're going to sell... so here's your precious claw. Extremely sharp claw. We sold merchants for high price. 750 each, which is awesome. We found power lotuses, which sell for 2,000 each, which are great. This sells for 2,000 each, and this sells for 2,000 each as well. So we're going to sell all of this stuff. Sell all of it. Yep. We have 13 grand. I'm going to talk to him. Buy. So we know we need... I know we need wheat seeds. I know I need 3 wheat seeds, so I'm going to buy 3 wheat seeds. I know I'm hungry, so I'm going to buy 2 of these so I don't die. Then I'm going to buy 30 leather, because getting leather is hard. I'm going to buy 10 flame organs, because getting flame organs is annoying. I'm going to buy 5 horns. We're getting bones from other people. I'm going to buy some more leather. 10 more leather, so 40 leather total. And some more flame organs. The last of my money. As I'm almost dying, I'm going to eat some lamb mutton. Hooray. Not dying anymore. Great. And we can't sprint because we're carrying too many items, but we're going to go back to base now because we're out of spheres. And we need to go back to unlock the Fox Park's harness. And grab a lift mug. Fast travel. Press Y. Press A twice. And since we're in our base, we can put all these in. Now, for easy bulk storage, instead of putting food in this, we always want to carry around coins. We always want to carry around ancient civilization parts. We also always want to carry around keys. We always want to carry around pal spheres and stow. So whenever we press stow everything, it will not stow any of these items with us. We also don't want to stow arrows. Excellent. We could have sold our mushrooms as well. Oh well. Okay. Do we have enough to build a stone site? We do. We're going to build a stone site right next to our tree sites. Boop. We are building this. I'll build it. Technology. Unlock Crusher. We'll unlock Statue of Power. We'll unlock Small Feedback. We'll unlock the Hot Springs. We'll unlock the Fox Parks Harness. We'll unlock. Also want to unlock the Dire House Saddle, maybe? We're not going to unlock that quite yet. Also unlock Hot Springs. Those are important. So we can build the Crusher. I'm going to put the Crusher over here. Over here. I'm going to put the Crusher right next to our bed because it's hilarious. Cool. So we unlocked another level of base. Unlock that. Amazing. So now we'll do this. So if you remember, we wanted to have a flame pet. So now we do. We have a Fox Parks. Amazing. We want to go show that guy a life mug. So before we forget, we're just going to put this into our party right here. And we have an extra slot for something. I'm going to put a Vixie in there. And since I have a Vixie out, they're not doing anything. Unless they have a ranch to be on. We'll build a ranch. Need more wood. Need more wood. Right, I have enough wood. I'm gonna put the ranch actually pretty close to the ranch over here. Yeah. Ranch can go right here. Ranch can go right here. Takes a while to build. Come on. You can build it. I believe in you. Right, there we go. We're building. We're building. Building. Excellent. We have a ranch going. We also have a fire park that isn't doing anything. So, we can come over here and bake berries. So, if we look in our food box, we have red berries. They have a nutrition value of 15. We're actually going to take some of them for ourselves, 17 of them for ourselves. And we're going to select the recipe. We're going to bake the berries. So now we bake the berries, they have a nutrition value of 21 and restore 1 sanity. We're going to do them all. And make sure to have the allow transport by pals thing clicked, it's X button on Xbox controller, or you just click it, it's right here. Right here. This box, we want to make sure this box is clicked, and then start production. Excellent. So, what a Vixie does is sometimes digs up items from the ground when assigned to a ranch. That's very vague. I'll tell you what it does. This thing, the Vixie, digs up PAL spheres, basic PAL spheres, arrows, coins, and bones. All of those things are super, super, super good to have in we don't want to make making them at our like this is the last time we should have to make a PAL spheres at base. I'm just gonna make 40 of them, and then unlock the Fox Parks harness. Start production. So we have plenty of PAL spheres from now until we outgrow them. Acquire. Finish management. Just going to repair. Fantastic. So we also have a bunch of like random stuff in our inventory. I'm gonna make another wooden chest. Put it over here. I'm gonna actually open this one and go to its settings. I'm gonna go to the security settings and privacy lock enabled. So only the player will be able to access this chest. Now our pals will not be able to access this chest. So open it. I'm gonna put all these eggs in it, all this ice fruit that's randomly in here. Put these mushrooms. There's also a bunch of like random other stuff in here as well. Put this training manual. Excellent. So we also want our pals to be able to access something in there when they use that are using the ranch. So make yet another chest. The other chest. Let's put it over here. Whoop. Build. This isn't super efficient, but we can now check setting. We don't want this to have weapon. We don't want this armor. No accessories. No spheres. No ammo. No food. No food. Whoa. Yeah, no food. No ingredients. Well, maybe ingredients. No wood. No stone. No ores. PAL materials. Yes. PAL eggs. Yes. PAL eggs, no. Production goods, yes. Other materials, yes. Skill fruits, no. Other consumables, yes. Other consumables, no. Schematics, no. Ingots, no. Enhancement items, no. Key items, no. I want to have ingredients, PAL materials, production goods, and other materials in it. We can open it up, and we can put all of this random stuff in there. Wheat seeds. And this. And flame organs. We're actually going to put the seeds someplace else. Stove. Yes. Open. We're going to put the seeds over here. Put these up here. Parcels. Excellent. So now it looks much better. Inventory is nice and clean. Want to make a bunch more pal spheres. Whoop. And all that palladium came from that dungeon. So now we're going to go back to... we also want to take out the dire howl from our place. So everyone is working. That's what we want to see. Unused skill points, add stats. We want more health. Okay. Look at the technology. We want primitive furnace. We want feathered. We want nails. Don't really want. What's our dire howl look like? Party. He is just basic. He is just basic. Can be ridden, moves slightly faster than most mounts. To unlock his harness would cost a technology point, which doesn't really matter, but it costs a bunch of leather, wood, fiber, and palladium fragments. Don't really want to spend that at this point. We do want to build a hot springs though. Build a hot springs over here. Whoop. Facing that direction. Build a hot springs. We also want to build a statue of power. Build a statue of power over here. Whoop. And we want to build a primitive furnace, which takes wood, stone, and flame organs, which we did buy. Wood. Is there any stone on the ground? I don't think so. Is that enough? Oh, we need a little bit more. Are there any of these? Oh. None of this has stone in it. Still all. You want a little bit more stone. A little bit more stone. We can build it. Nice. So we're going to build the primitive furnace over here. Build. Excellent. Awesome. We also make some ingots. We're going to do that. We're going to start production on that. We open this. We have 43 baked berries in there, which is pretty awesome. Gonna cancel. Pick up the berries, select recipe, bake berries, do, okay. 22 baked berries to do, so this guy will do ingots and berries in case we need, when we need him to. Gonna upgrade our base. So now we also have I'm going to put out another Vixie. We could put out... Are these Vixies? Are these Vixies good? This Vixie has Insomnia. That's really good. So... Insomnia does not sleep and continues to work even at night, so she'll continue producing Pal Spheres at night. We're going to sort. Excellent. This Mao will make us gold coins. We don't really care about gold coins at this point. Okay, we can go back to the town now, and first we have to make another bed. Pal bed. Snap. Snap. Why? Make 10 of them. Excellent. Those will be done. Next thing is high quality workbench and another berry plantation. We can do another berry plantation right now. Do you need wood though? Alright. Go. And berry plantation. Build. So we're feeding 7 pals now. So we built this statue tower, right? So it says X to enhance player stats. Okay, we'll do that. So you remember that green effigy we got? The Lift Monk energy after we talked to that farmer? We can enhance our capture power by 1. And then the Mimogs that we've gotten from capturing 5 of one type of pal will increase our movement speed by half a percentage, which is awesome. To build a medieval workbench, our high quality workbench is next level, and then in 2 levels we can make a medicine workbench, and we'll acquire these ingots and put these... Oh, also when you do these ingots, do this recipe for, say, charcoal, the allow transport for pals thing needs to be checked as well. We're not going to make any charcoal here at the moment because we don't need it. We're going to put these ingots over in this chest. It doesn't have any of them. Excellent. We're going to see how many pal spheres. We have not made anyone transfer these. So we got 1 arrow and 7 pal spheres from these 2 Vixies currently. So they're doing their job, which is fantastic. So we need experience. So we can continue and go back to the settlement. Make sure you have a dire howl if you've unlocked it or caught one, and a lift monk. So fast travel to the settlement. Travel to the settlement. We are hungry. Oh, don't have any food. We can make sure to have the lift monk out and talk to this one. Give us a reward of 10 spell spheres and a copper key, and then talk to him again. To judge, he wants to see a dire howl now, so we take out our dire howl and talk to him. He gives us some training manuals and some low-grade medical supplies. What does he want to see next? He wants to see a Tombat next. Okay. Now we can go talk to the chief to get our main quest done. Hello. He apologizes for not believing in us and wants us to go to the Rain Syndicate Tower. This is a boss fight. We're going to go back to... Oh, fast travel back to our base. Back to our base. And go grab some berries to eat. Alright. We can eat these berries, feed our pals. Excellent. And since the... Oh, this guy isn't great. Conceited. Alcoholic. So this guy's conceited because that gives him a 10% work speed boost. It's pretty great. So the Lift Monk has a planting, a gathering, and a woodcutting. Thingamajig. So we're gonna stick her here. Well, we want to have a Clovey in that spot, and we can actually stick her here instead of the Fox Parks, because we actually want the Fox Parks instead of a Dire Howl. We actually don't want the Fox Parks. So what we're bringing into the boss fight is a Tiefant, the Herbie. We're not bringing a Clovey. We're bringing... and I know that the boss fight is electric, so if we go to our survival guide, go all the way down to elements. This is the element part of Palworld. So ground damage will do double damage to electric and take half damage from electric types. So we have a ground-based Pokemon, ground-based Pal. Herbie is grass. Tiefant is not, so we can actually search by ground. Yeah, we could sort by ground. So we have an option of the Kumos, the Pepperai, or the Fuddler. The Pepperai has a bunch of ground attacks, which is awesome. But this one is a pacifist, so he does less damage, so we don't want to bring him. The Fuddler has is pretty good with attacks and has pretty good ground attacks. So if we were going to bring him, we would unequip his normal attack. And if you wanted to re-equip it, you just go down to the empty skill slot. So this is our first choice. What does he have? He has Double Fang and Fierce Fang. This Gumos has Bog Blast. This... what does this Herbie have? Herbie has Seed Machine Gun, Wind Cutter, but we're just taking him in for safety along with the T event. We could actually just take 3 Daydreams in because they're going to do a bunch of extra damage along with our Fuddler. So here we can, if we go to our statue over here, we can enhance pals. And we're going to enhance Fuddler with attack. So we can make 3%, like do 3% more damage with enhancing him. With our small pal souls that we found, we're going to do that to be the safest as possible. And we've also have over here. We have open up. We also have this training manual. What level are we? We are level 10. So we can use this training manual common on the Fuddler. Use another one. And use one more. So now our Fuddler is level 10. And we can use training manual on our date. Do we have, what sort of daydreams do we have over here? So daydream, so slacker is work speed bad, sands good, peace jack. So that one has pretty good passives. We don't want a pacifist because that does less damage. And this one does, how much less damage does a pacifist do? 20%. So this one does more. We're actually going to use this training manual on this daydream because it will make it do more damage. Excellent. I'm going to deposit all of our stuff. We're going to make sure, so there's no items queued here. I'm going to queue up 45 of them so that our Fox Sparks keeps working. I'm going to look in here. Oh, not what I wanted to do. I'm going to grab 15 of these just so we don't get hungry. And now we are going to go fight. Alright. We have... we can actually make a feathered headband just to be... give us a little bit more defense. Before we go fight the boss. Headband. Also wants a small feed bag. Start production. Acquire. And when we're out and about, we have all these spheres in here. So now we have 71 spheres. Excellent. Cool. We are going to go to the boss fight now. Boss fight is over here. We unlock the fast travel a little bit earlier. We're going to unequip these. Excellent. So since we we unlocked our small feed bag, which unlocked this food slot for us. So if we go into our inventory, we can put our food into the food slot, and it will automatically feed anything when they're hungry. So we don't have to go in and feed ourselves anymore. Fantastic. Until we run out of stuff. So I have 2 frag grenades and an old bow. The main thing that's going to do damage is our fuddler. The main thing that matters is it only has ground moves, so it'll be dealing double damage to the boss, and it is a ground type, so it'll be taking half damage from the boss. And it has status, so it's going to be doing 50% extra damage as well. Let's go in, and hopefully we do good. Join boss battle. All to begin boss battle. Yes. And we brought the 3 Jade Dreams just to do extra DPS to the boss. Here's a fun cutscene. We're gonna skip it. Summon our fuddler. Be looking at the boss. Is jumping. We can dodge. Oh. Summon our fuddler when it's done with its attacks. See, it's doing like crit damage. Dodging its attacks. It's going to try to attack. We unsummon it so it doesn't get hit. Even though it can tank some. Oh. That attack comes out pretty fast. So instead of us waiting for it to get hit by all of those, we just unsummon it. And we can summon it again. So that animation where it like reels back. It's pretty scary. Oh, we don't want it to get hit by that. And we don't do we do 35 points of damage, and it does 500 to 600 points of damage. We don't want our fuddler to die. Oh god. Dodge and dodge. Oh. Nope. Unsummon it. Unsummon it when it gets targeted. Unsummon it. That was a super big attack. Oh. Unsummon it so it doesn't get hit. And we won. Yay! Our fuddler got down to blinking health bar, but we won. Excellent. Got a key sphere of envy. Lore. We have unused stat points. We just kind of have to wait there to get out. Fantastic. Go to technology. We can unlock workbench. And now we can unlock the egg incubator. Hooray! Now we're at the top of this. We can get a good look around. Where do we want to go next? Maybe over here? Maybe down there? I don't know where we want to go next, but we have unused stat points. I'm going to put them into health. And if we look at our key items, A relic of ancient civilization that once flourished in this land. Although its true nature remains unknown, recent research suggests that it may have been part of a massive device, the sin of everything humanity's prosperity, and bringing about its downfall. Hooray! We got a nice little quest item. So now we have a bunch of PAL spheres and stuff, and we're going to go back to the settlement. We should probably go do another dungeon. Oop. Ooh. And we have our combat team out and about. There's also a rush boar here. So we can attempt to catch them. The fox parks. Well, our photo litter is too strong. Excellent. Ah, hello. Please. We do want the rush boar. Excellent. They want to go grab that. Oh, there's a pal I haven't seen before. How did I miss that? Alright. Ow. Oh. It only comes out at night. Oh, I killed it. I didn't want to kill it. Shoop. Excellent. So another rush boar. There's rush boar. Oh, it escaped the spear. Hello. Hit it in the butt. Okay, I want to go that way to pick up another fast travel point for the future. Got another. We got a fast travel point. And another lore bit. So there's a Wispa. We haven't seen this thing before. Like a dark Pokemon or a dark pal. Have to catch it. Excellent. So there's a church thing in here. Let's just see what happens if we go inside it. There's a weird guy by. He sells things with dogs coins. Interesting. And there's this random statue of power here, and a lift monk effigy behind it that we can pick up. An enhanced player. We don't have enough to enhance ourselves, so we'll just leave. What's that big tower in the distance? Well, I'm going to find out. I also want more stamina. So we can run for longer. And glide for longer. And work for longer. Oh. There's also an egg. Oh, this is just a chicken egg. Don't need that. Okay, I'm gonna want to glide over there. Oh, here's a frost egg. Neat. Gonna glide. Whee! And okay. There's a megasphere just lying on the ground. Big tower. Oh, come on. Make it to the top. Oh, not good. Hello, depressos. Make an awful noise. Maybe I'm not gonna make it up. Maybe I'm not gonna make it up to the thing. Is a foodie farmer feeling hungry by chance? Mission? I don't know. I think this is the last depresso we need. We catch an extra one, that's also fine. Hooray! See if you can catch 5 rush boars. Rush boars. I do almost no damage myself. But my daydreams do a bunch of damage. Excellent, so that's the last rush boar we need. There's a random chest on the ground. Here's a random mine shaft. I'm actually going to go Cassie Journal day 18. We're going to actually go. Let's go in here. See what's up. Can't see anything. Oh god, it's dark. Help! Oh, there's cave mushrooms. We're just gonna leave those because they're light. And then we find a black marketeer. Hello. On the map, we're just over here, talking to this guy. Buy contraband. Oh, he sells. Whoa, he sells really, really good pals. So, on the map, we're going to put a marker of a star on the map, and excellent. And then sell contraband. He can sell. Ooh, he takes pals we don't really want. How much is it depressive? We don't really want the guns. So much file number. How much money do we have? We have 2,000, so we can't really make a bunch of money. Can't really make enough money to buy anything from this guy, but we will use him pretty soon after we do a dungeon. Getting out of this. There's another chest over here. We have cut all the rush ores. And then there's a life monk statue over here. It's hiding. We can grab. There's a alpaca. We haven't seen this before. Almost one tap it with my daydreams. I want to go catch some more go catch some more fox sparks. Okay, got an alpaca. Aggro the fox sparks. Have our daydreams hit it. Throw a sphere at it. Actually, I need one more. Where's the nearest? So, say you're in the middle of nowhere without a way to teleport back. Instead of walking to the nearest thing, you can go to options, emergency respawn, yes. And it looks like you die. It doesn't count, I guess, as a hardcore death. I'm gonna respawn. And actually respawn at the settlement over here. Oh, yes. Go talk to the chief. Here, look. Anything to sell? Not really. Hello, chief. Talk to Zoe. Ancient civilizations. And we have to go talk to Zoe again. Well, before we go talk to Zoe again, we're going to go do a dungeon. Enter dungeon. Yes. Because we need money. Enhance stats. We want more stamina. We're pretty much going to be getting stamina up to 200, and then doing lots of health until it's 2000. There's just shiny trash in here. Picking up all the cave mushrooms and taking up all the shiny trash. Oop. Getting all the pals we don't have. There's another Mao in here. Mouse. Picking up all the flowers because they're worth 2k each. Funk. Yep, flower. So there's also this is sulfur. We can mine it, but we don't need it till much later in the account or in the character. We're gonna climb. Why can't climb up here to get this chest? Nice. Pretty cool scenery. Grab cave mushrooms. Do I have? Oh god. Oops. I have my pickaxe on me. I'm gonna take off my grenades. I'm gonna go get a bunch of palladium over here. So see, if I mine this, it gives me stone. Some of them are sulfur. We don't want to be carrying around a bunch of stone. We do want to be carrying around a bunch of palladium though. Oh, there's some thugs. So we can catch these people, but we're just going to kill them. Because they are part of a syndicate and they're bad people. Maybe we're the bad guys, but whatever. Excellent. Missed that cave mushroom. We're not going to go back for it. Grab this cave mushroom. Grab this cave mushroom. This cave mushroom. And now we get to do a fun little platforming gig. To get some purple chests over there. We got purple chest and another purple chest. Wow, those are ancient technology manuals, which are really, really, really good. Yes, you usually have to beat bosses to get these. And we got a large frozen egg, which could be worth a lot. Next, we're going to go over here. So if you fall down into the hole here, it's not a hardcore death. It just respawns you, which is pretty nice. I think it should count as a hardcore death, but that'd be, you know, a little bit too hardcore to most people. But where? Oh, does it want us to climb? Where the heck? It wants us to, yeah, it wants us to climb this. Some dungeons are random, but they generally have the same sort of layout as you know them. So usually when there's like a little bitty crevice, you have to like climb up. Usually when there's like 3 stones, you're either dropping down into them or you're climbing up out of them to go to the next area in the dungeon. It's usually how they're set up. So now we have a boss. We have a Jolthog boss. Neat. Summon our Fuddler. Take out our bow. Take out a Megasphere. Ow, jeez. Oh, we are shocked. Oh god, we're gonna die. Oh, we died. But Herbie is here to save us. Oh, we actually died. Rip. Jolthogs are no joke. We should have used frag grenades on them. My bad.